Tonight's greatness in barbecue entertainment is partnered with the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, the Barbecue Store, Chupacabra Throwdown, Team Cosmos Q Products, Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics, We Branded Promotion, Texas Oil Dub, Team Rectech, Texas Original Charcoal Company, Navy SEAL Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, Pinkerton Pit Barbecue, Mr. King Sharpening Services, Smoke and Magic, the All Fired Up Cook-Off, Laredo Roofing Solutions, Half-Fast Cooker, and the Chopping Block in Webster and Victoria.
Hey, we got any more beer in here?
Hey there, everybody. This is Aaron the Retro Guy, host of the Morning Roast Radio Show, and you're locked in to the So Smoking Gooder Show. Give it to them, fellas.
If you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box.
And stamp it.
I call it bass boat.
Bass boating?
If you ever seen a bass boat go down the water and everything like that?
Oh, and he nailed it. Oh, shit. Hashtag bass boat.
Hey, what's up? I'm Cosmo, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. So grab a drink, park your ass, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing.
Three, two, one.
Hi, I'm Brad,
And I'm Bree, and we're Smoking Magic.
and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
You're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. Can you take the whole horn? You can't take the bullhorn barbecue, baby. Let's go.
I'm Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
Are you ready to turn up the heat?
1. Let's go!
Because you've just tuned in to the one and only So Smoking Gooder Show. We're coming to you live from Bullhorn Barbecue headquarters in Cypress, Texas. This is the show where we talk all things barbecue and brews, and you better believe we're here to have a good time. Get ready for the man who knows barbecue like the back of his hand, the guy who can tell you the difference between an IPA and a stout blindfolded, and the life of every party, your barbecue pitmaster and the host with the most, Rob Arocha. Whether you're part of the Gooder Gang or just here for the special guests, barbecue competition updates, or maybe even to rate some boxes, strap in, fire up those smokers, and crack open a cold one, because the So Smoking Gooder Show starts now.
All righty, what is up, Gooder Gang? Welcome back to another Wednesday. Damn glad you were with us tonight. It is December 11th. Yeah, closing out the year. We just closed out the CBA year number 4. We're going to be talking all about Champions Barbecue Alliance tonight. We got 2 great guests, board members, 3 board members, and an ambassador talking all CBA tonight. So thank you for tuning in. We're going to have another great show for you lined up for tonight. But before we get to any and all of that, we got to introduce you to the co-host of the. We're going to get started quick and dirty here right now. Let's bring him on right now. We're talking about the co-host, Mr. Eddy Morales from the Pitfather Barbecue.
What's up, brother?
I think you said "What's up, brother," but I can't hear you.
What's up, brother? You can't hear me?
No, I'm just fucking with you. I can hear you, bro. What's up, man? My boy got in late. I got to mess with him. What is up, man? How are you?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I like the hat. Joey likes the hat, I'm sure. We're all good, man. But what's up with the Pitfather, man? How you been?
Man, pretty
Since
good.
Last Wednesday.
Just working and probably a little bit of drinking here and there. You know, the usual.
Hey, shout out to our guest last Wednesday, Robert Smith, the CBA Team of the Year. We had Uwe Braun, our favorite German barbecuer, and Mr. Cesar Mejia from Smoking and Toasting. Great show. They put a lot of insight on there. That was a fun show. What'd you think about that one, Eddie?
That was pretty good, man. It was good talking about all their success. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. We also have one more big vital part of this show. We're talking about producer Ty. Let's get producer Ty in here real quick.
Hey, what's happening?
What's up, Ty? What's up, brother? How are you?
What's going on? I'm well.
He's hanging 10. He's hanging 10. Are you well? You doing all right?
Yeah, everything's good. We had a little trip to Waco last weekend to see my daughter, who's up there as a reporter for the ABC affiliate. It was
That's
a lot
right.
of fun.
Very congratulations, Ty. That's awesome.
Great time. Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Any big plans for the holidays?
All the 6 Cobb kids are supposed to come to the house, and then we'll probably eat a bunch of food and watch the football. That's about it.
Well, while all 3 of us are on screen, we have one more show before that. I think the Christmas falls on a Wednesday, and I think New Year's Eve falls on a Wednesday. So, yes. So we got the 18th, which is going to be I haven't announced it yet, but it's going to be a total kids show for the holidays. We got Kids Q participants lined up. Eddie, this is your last show for the year. This is probably my last show for the year because I'm actually gonna have a kids host, of course, with producer Ty. And then
I was about to say, bro, I don't think I can hold my cousin for that fucking long.
It should be a lot of fun. So next Wednesday, the 18th, we'll have more about that. But we're just gonna be a total kids holiday show with a kids host and Kids Q participants. It should be a lot of fun. It should be pretty crazy. So hopefully everybody tunes in for that. It's going to be the 18th. And then
are they going to rate boxes?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So rate Kids Q boxes. That would be fun.
Yeah, rate.
That would be rate.
Yeah, those get
Kids Q boxes. So again, this is probably our last show for the year because the next Wednesday would be Christmas Day. We're not going to do a show on Christmas Day, and then New Year's Day. So maybe do one there, but probably not. So, and then first of the year starts. So just giving you guys some programming notes of what's coming on with the So Smoking Gooder show. All right, Ty, thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir.
You chime in whenever you like. Mr. Eddy Morales, thank you very much. I went to Paris, Texas this past weekend. That was a lot further than I thought it was. It is right below Oklahoma.
Far, bro.
I promise you it said 4 hours and 13 minutes when I looked it up on Google Maps. It was all of about 7 hours with stops, with trailers and everything. It was way up there, but I got Paul Allen is the promoter up there. He did a phenomenal job, fed the cooks. It's a really cool CBA event up there in Paris, Texas. They have an Eiffel Tower up there with a cowboy hat. There was power for most of the teams that were out there. I think all of the teams had power. Shout out to a first-time grand champion. We'll go over that in the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap. But Stephen White with Meat Shots got his first ever grand champion. Of course, Big E Barbecue was the reserve grand champion, edging me out. So congratulations to those 2 boys. What's that? That was his first. Yes, sir.
Really?
That was his first. Yeah. It was pretty cool to be there for that.
I thought he already had one.
Nope. That was Meat Shots first grand champion out there. But it's good to see Phil Breeden, Shane LeClaire, Donald Keene. Of course, Los was out there. I don't want to Big E, obviously, Chris Hatcher, the Bittners, Austin and Chris were out there, Wendy and everybody. I don't want to leave anybody out because I'm sure I will, but a great time out there. Congratulations to Paul Allen, who runs a great contest out there. Laura Caldwell did a fine job in the judging room. So anyway, good times out there. We'll talk about that maybe a little later, but we got a packed show tonight. We're going to have the president of Champions Barbecue Alliance, Mr. Fred Robles, on. We're going to have the director of development, Mr. Joey Machado, who is working hand in hand with Jaime Balderas to put together a wonderful CBA banquet and big-time CBA World Championship that's coming up next month. In fact, it is basically 1 month away. It starts January 10th and 11th, 2025 in Seguin, Texas. So hopefully you guys are all signed up for that. But if not, you still have time. We'll talk about everything that's involved and everything you can expect for that big event for the CBA. All right. That's what's on tap for tonight. But before we get to any and all that, you know what we got to do, Eddie?
What?
Come on.
What do we got to do?
What do we do? What do we do every show, every top of the show?
Oh, Gooder Gang. Shout out to Gooder Gang.
Why, he's the co-host, people. Mr. Eddie Morales on top of his game right now. Yep. Carlos Calzada. Sup, Gooder Gang. Hope all is well. ZZ Top fan, evening all. Mr. Keen, sharpening service. I do have a note from Mr. Keen, Jimmy Edmondson. He will be in Uvalde. That's a big contest coming up right now. Did you do that, Ty? That was pretty cool. Yeah, this weekend in Uvalde, the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, 2-time CBA event of the year. Mr. Keen, sharpening service. Let me take my glasses off real quick. Just to let everybody know, I will be there Friday around noon, and we'll start sharpening ASAP. There will be a lot of people clamoring for his services, so it's going to be very busy. Anyone desperately in need of sharpening needs to find me and bring what they need ASAP. I will move through the cook-off in an organized manner, and it may be Saturday evening before I'm able to get to all teams as it was last year. Yeah, it's a packed house, people. If you need some sharpening service from Mr. Keen, there he is right there. Get to him early. He'll be there around noon on Friday. All right. The Dude Barbecue. What's up, Gooder Gang? Daddy Dutch. What's up, Kent? How are you? Good evening, y'all. Nicho Heredondo. He'll be at Briscoe. Good evening, everybody. Christian Contreras. What's up, my man? Hope you're doing well. I think you are. I think I saw something big. Christian, put it on there. We'll want to highlight you. I don't want to say it because I think I might misspeak, but something big in your life is happening right now. Who else we got? Madwood. What is up? What's going on? Wise Burrows. I saw his name on the list. Stephen Pfeiffer, LFG. We got some big news with the Kids Q that Fred will bring up here. Ricardo Nieto from Los Gordos. What's up? Brandon Perriman. What is going on? Serge, how are you, my man? What's up, Gooder Gang? Hashtag Bullhorn Worldwide. Yes, Paris. We went to Paris. My dad thought I was driving to Europe. But no, I was not. I was driving almost to Europe. It felt like it. Sam Demerit, what is going on? Steve Quint, STX Blaze Barbecue. Eric, what's going on? Bobby Delgado, we're neighbors, my man. What is going on? Renee Sanchez, what's up? Robert Leal, Hitman will be out there. Jared McCrory, evening, everybody. There's Los Gordos. What's up? Twisted D, Donnie, I think I saw your name on the list. Armando De Luna, my neighbor, he will be there. That Oil Money. Kyle, what is up? Steve Cumby, I know he will be there. Rafter C. Brian Fox, what's up, brother? How are you? Smoking and Toasting, like I said, my neighbor, he'll be there. Ashley, what is up, Ashley? What's up, Gooder Gang? Good to see you. Who else we got? Teresa Edmondson. Good evening, everybody. Crazy redheaded cooker here. Yes, Eddie, this is a barbecue show. Lucas, what's up, my man? How are you? Little gringo. There's Eric. If you don't know, thank you very much, Eric. I appreciate you. Yes, Arini, we are still on. We're just getting started, my man. Anthony Montez, what's up, my man? How are you? Got your bad barbecue. Matt Casper, good evening. Lance, Bell Clark's in the house. What is up, Bell? Good evening, gents. Rochelle Stevenson, what's up, Gooder Gang? Who else am I missing? Uwe, there he is right there. James Minotti, I can't stay up this late. It's 8 o'clock, my man. I know it feels like 10 o'clock with the time change. Eric Arnold, congratulations. Stephen White, congratulations to Eric. Michael Sistrunk, what is up? Bernie, that's not Bernie, that's his daddy, John. What's up, man? How are you, my man? Albert Valdez. Sean Trainer, Chicken Fried, what is going on? Shut my shiggers. Who else we got here? Tung Win from, I don't know. Can I announce that yet, Tom? Let's see. Who else we got? Chase in the house. Do shots? Yeah, do shots. Dustin Stanley. You know Dustin from the barbecue store. If you guys still need something from the barbecue store and you're headed to Texas Angels or Briscoe, contact him. I am still have to pick up from the barbecue store. I will run it there personally, and I'll be there Friday around noon. Who else we got here? Albert. I think I said that. Ruben. Thank you, guys. My goodness, you guys are coming in early. David Cano. Steven Rosinski, big RGC this weekend. I saw that, Steven. What is going on? Y'all watch us. Big things cooking at the barbecue store. All right, I like that, Dustin. Call your shot. Kayak Kong, 78. There he is, dad life. Christian is going to be a father. Congratulations, Christian. Wait. I know I have something here. I can't even read it right now. But congratulations, Christian. Darren Proctor, what is going on? You guys know him from Team Cosmos. Raul Gonzalez, RG3. All right, JJ Jensen. Kevin Hernandez, my pits are burning. He went to Vegas. We'll talk about that. And Dakota Dixon. All right. Thank you very much, guys and gals. 73 people already in the house, and we're just getting started. Let's get to the guest. I told him 8:15. It's 8:17. It is time to bring them on. We're talking about, before you do it, Kyle, Ty. I don't know why I said Kyle. We got Mr. Fred Robles. He is the CBA president. He is the owner of Rio Valley Meats Barbecue, and he is a former hand model. I think he got injured in his hand, so we'll bring him on right now. Go ahead and bring him on, Mr. Ty. There he is right there. There's Fred Robles. And we have our other guest of the evening, not other, but the other guest of the evening. We're talking about the CBA Director of Development. He is also the owner of Texas Original Charcoal, and he is a live fire master. We're talking about Mr. Joey Machado. Let's bring him on, Ty, as well. What is up, Joey? Why is it not here? There it is. Welcome to the show, gentlemen. 15 minutes of our BS, but you're in. Thank you very much, man. What's up, Fred? Could you produce this show?
Come on with it.
Well, I already got the best producer in the business, the OG, Mr. Ty Cobb in the house. So no need for Mr. Fred's there, but I do want to talk to Fred and Joey about the big CBA contest. But before we get to that, I want to talk to you to see what's going on with both of your guys' businesses right now. What's up with Rio Valley Meats, Fred?
Man, just first of all, thanks for having me on, brother.
Absolutely.
Always a pleasure to be on here and talk barbecue with you guys and cut it up. But man, we're doing good. Rio Valley Meat is, man, we're moving along. We're doing our thing, and the shop is rolling. Doing a lot more cooked food now. We're becoming more of it seems like we're becoming more of a restaurant by the day than we are a meat market, but
like a lunch spot, right?
Yeah, it's kind of becoming that way. People have responded well to the stuff we're doing there. So, man, give the people what they want, right? So, at the end of the day, we're in business to make money, and if it means selling meat or selling cooked meat, we'll do it.
Absolutely. So, I do want to highlight Fred and his wife Yachty. They are a team. They Rio Valley Meats went to the American Royal recently. I'm not sure. I know you finished pretty high overall, but you were the pork champion in the 2024 American Royal Open.
Yeah,
pretty awesome. There it is, right there. First pork, bringing it back home to the Valley. Why is it in the Valley, man? I feel like pork is king down there. We had Ram Benitez. Was that last year, 2 years ago? and now you.
Yeah, we had Texas Original last year.
That's right. What am I doing here? Yeah, Texas is pork capital of the nation, apparently. Not North Carolina, not any of the eastern states, but or Kansas. It's Texas, man. Pork. We can cook some pork down here, man.
Man, speaking of somebody who can cook pork, Last Call Heroes.
Heroes. Yeah.
The real hashtag the real Blanco. Jordan Kirkpatrick's in the house. What's up, Jordan?
Janky
leg. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, that was
I heard he can cook some pork.
Yeah.
Man, he came in didn't he win pork at our contest at our CBA World?
He did. Yeah, last year.
He beat up on all the Texas boys down here.
He did. So man,
he said y'all's pork is cute. Let me show y'all how it's done.
Pork giveth and taketh all of the time. Joey, how about you, my man? What's going on with you, man, in Texas Original Charcoal?
Man, all I can say is, I kind of bounce off of, what Fred's saying. First off, thanks. We're glad to be here. We're glad to see that, the show's blowing up and y'all have more and more following. And I apologize because, half the time I don't ever get to tune in. I'm usually driving or going or something, and I don't ever get to see the show till later. But we've got a lot of stuff going on. It's been a few years now that we've, kind of launched brand, and we have, there's been several changes that have happened over the years rather. And so we're working kind of on our newest thing is, we're currently in phase for some rebranding coming up. And like I said, we're just making some changes. The product's not changing. The bag's not changing that much. But we had a name, back in the day when we were first getting started before, we had the little Texas Original partnership with the Fit Company, which was just called Texas Firebrands. And that's what my TikTok handle is. And, we're in negotiations with some distributors and some retailers and stuff like that. And hopefully that's going to, all happen. We'll probably have some more stuff to announce a little bit later. But we're shooting at maybe a rebrand by, as soon as February to get ready for spring of 2000 of this next year. And
that's coming up pretty quick. So we're breaking news, Joey. Is that what we're doing again?
Pretty much, like I said, it's kind of been in the works for a minute. But like I said, that's really and truly, I mean, that's why we've been kind of hovering where we've been. Haven't really been pushing too hard. Haven't, just been kind of chilling, trying to see what, what's going to happen, just like, Fred says, without sales, we ain't got nothing. And, and like I said, we've had a lot of, everybody right here, we've had great support. Like I said, I feel like we've had a good product. We just want to fine tune what we do, and getting back to what we are, why we started this whole thing. It was a charcoal company. It wasn't, everything else that that's happened along with it. It was nice. But like I said, to be real honest, we have some other people involved, and it just like, everybody's getting, having too many other people to appease than myself. And so that's what we're doing is we're just kind of backing off a little bit.
Well, come February, we'll do a complete, kind of introduction of what's going on.
Yeah.
Somebody got some, is that me? Somebody got some background noise. But come February, we'll do a complete there. But Ty has the logo. Can we show the logo?
Yeah. Show it.
There it is right there. That's going to be the new rebrand. But Joey just said same charcoal, same lump, same briquettes, same quality to expect and love. Cool logo coming up right there. And again, you said that. That's
and it's still going to be a Texas Original. So so like I said, we're not losing that verbiage in the name and stuff like that. But like I said, we are going to make some changes.
Yeah, Texas Original product is going to be there. Is ready. All right, cool. Well, we've caught up. All right, is that me? Who's got the feedback?
That's you, bro.
Is it me?
That's you. I think it's 100% you.
All right. Well, if that continues,
You're fine.
Eddy has the show. All right. So, all right. Again, so if that continues, sorry for the feedback there. I don't know what's going on.
Your
with
plan
that.
is working, Eddie. Your plan is working.
Eddie and Ty. Hey, I would love that. I'd love to watch this show and just be chill, and that'd be kind of cool. But no, all right. Well, I did get some before we get to the nuts and bolts of this show, which is again, what's new with CBA. We just closed out year number 4. Got a lot going on. We're entering year number 5. Can you believe that, Fred, Joey, and Eddie? We're all part of CBA. For those that don't know, Eddie's an ambassador for CBA in Central Texas area. I'm on the board. Joey's on the board. Fred is obviously the president. So we got a lot of information with CBA. So if you have any questions or comments or suggestions that you'd like to see, now's the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now's the time.
I think somebody has their volume too loud because we're getting. It might be Fred or Joey.
Mine wasn't all the way up. It's about halfway up.
Producer Ty will figure it out. He'll tell who's the one that's doing all that. But I saw Jordan's in the house. Thank you very much, Jordan, for tuning in. Dakota, Albert Valdez, Rini. Let's see. Peter is in the house now. Let's see, who am I missing? Sam Freeze, what's going on? Mario Palacios, what's up? Aaron Ricone, Titan Hugo, what's up, my man? Thank you very much for tuning in. All right, have I missed anybody? All right, cool. All right, so we do have some a big event coming up, guys, for the CBA World Championship. But let's close the book on year number 4. Again, we're entering year, whatever you want to call it, number 5, which is crazy, Fred. When we started this thing 4 years ago now, maybe 5 years ago now. Yeah, it was 2020. I remember talking about, wasn't it, or was it 21?
Well,
when did you get fired, Fred?
what
date was that?
February will be 4 years with CBA.
All right.
Yeah.
February. We'll be completing.
That was the best IBCA meeting ever.
Man, it was action packed. I'll tell you that.
Joey, were you there?
Yes.
What do you remember about that day? We're not hammering on IBCA, but just what do you mean? What do you remember about that day?
Oh man, it was like crazy, but it was at the same time, it was like kind of breath of fresh air, just seeing some true colors, kind of rise up and it was a very interesting meeting, I'm going to tell you. And like I said, and anyone who says it wasn't pre-planned, they wrong.
That was a shocker. For sure.
But we had good tacos that night.
Good tacos and lots of stuff to talk about, I'm sure, that night.
We had Tacos West Avenue, right?
That's it. Yep. We all went out there and ate in the parking lot.
On the tailgate of the truck.
Yeah.
And where y'all were like, was that when y'all started this? Is that when the idea? I'm sure it was probably already there, but it was like, damn it, we're out.
No. I think the idea, man, I don't even remember how it started, to be honest.
It just happened to be just a bunch of Mexicans going, God damn those motherfuckers, and everybody, it was like a high school, bro. It's just a big walkout.
That's a big walkout. Michael Ramirez, absolutely. We can talk about Vegas. Fred, you went to Vegas to compete in the barbecue jackpot. That was pretty cool, man. Vegas got a KCBS event. I think it's been how many years since they had one there? It's been a long time.
It's been a couple of years. I think this is a totally new event. So this is the first year for this event, but they used to have one there in Vegas and in Old Vegas on Fremont, which back then Fremont wasn't as crowded or as wild as it is now. So man, I don't know if I would want to go to a cook-off on Fremont now. It's pretty crazy down there. But
what did you? I gotta ask a question though. I mean, how did you feel about the event? I mean, I know that Christy did a great job overall. It just, I mean, to be real honest, and I didn't know anything except Manuel and some of the guys were going. I really, really assumed that they were going to have bigger payouts.
Man, honestly, I didn't even look at the payout.
I just assumed jackpot.
Well, I don't even know what they paid out at the end of the day, to be honest with you. I know that
Tim kind of saved the day and brought in some extra money. I just don't know if anybody got it yet or gonna get it.
No.
Or they're gonna get a gift card.
Well, I'm supposed to be one of those recipients. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I was watching the awards, and man, they started off with like $50 for 10th place. I was like,
he went like,
man,
oh
shit, yeah. And even first place was what, like.
I think a lot of the payout did go out to overall also. So I think
it was
once you got into fourth or third, I mean, they were in the thousands in overall.
Right.
So I think the payout was good, but you know, it just kind of when you spread it out that much, it doesn't. Man, $50 doesn't sound like much, but man, I'd rather take $50 in 10th than 0 and 11th. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So
well, and
man,
like
I thought it was a really good event. You know, a lot of big teams were there. A lot of teams that I don't normally see. So that was one of the reasons I wanted to get out there. You know, you got a lot of the West Coast teams out there, and a lot of them are using my product. So I wanted to go and hang out and meet some of those guys face to face. And man, just I'm more about destination cook-offs nowadays.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a destination cook-off. I've never cooked in Nevada, in Vegas. So I wanted to go out there.
Yeah, especially this time of year, bro. I mean, with NFR
it's
going
beautiful
on,
out there. The weather's
Christmas, and you know, I mean, we really wanted to be there, and we had plans to be there, but we had I had a meeting that I couldn't miss, you know, and that's why we wound up not going. But like I said, I just wanted to go for Cowboy Christmas, bro. You know, so you know.
But there was a lot of Cowboys out there.
Bro. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Part of his question was, did you take your own pits or did they have a setup for you? You got to visit with a lot of the teams, Fred, there. Obviously, not a lot of us are from Vegas or in that area. A lot of California teams drove. You know, Luton Booty was there. I'm sure he drove from Arizona. But can you talk about the teams that traveled from like Midwest to Texas? Were they flying in? Did they drive in? What happened?
Mostly everybody who wasn't from there kind of flew in. I know Tim, Brad, those guys all flew in. Chris Schaefer with Heavy Smoke flew in. I kind of did a hybrid. I flew to Midland, jumped on the truck with Jeremy Cortez, smoking OCD, and then drove there and then flew all the way back. So I did borrow equipment from John Bowman, Big John's Barbecue, and he's from there, from Vegas. And man, he was super nice and let me borrow a couple drums and a pellet cooker. So that's what I cooked on.
Oh, so you had a good setup then.
Yeah, 2 drums and a pellet cooker, man, made it happen. I mean, I'm not used to cooking on that stuff, but it worked. So
I heard you're a first place rib.
I did.
So you must be used to cooking on that equipment.
No, man. Honestly,
you better get used to it now.
Oh, I better.
Was it a pellet smoker rib or was it a drum rib?
No, it was a drum rib. It was a drum rib. But I've been wanting a different challenge. I think I've told a couple guys that I've been wanting to change over to drums, just to try something different, man. You know, I've been doing this a long time, and
come over, bro.
Yeah, and I feel like I need a different challenge and a different just a different perspective and trying something new and fresh to me, right? And a fresh start, I guess. So I really have been thinking about it. I might just take the jumbo off my trailer and put 3 drums back there or something. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
You save some gas.
Yeah, that jumbo's heavy, man. You got 1,200 pounds bouncing around back there.
Hey, does it help? Shout out to Stephen White.
That brand new truck.
Shout out to Stephen White and Paul Allen for putting together a rib shootout on Friday night. Look at that. There it is.
Oh, shoot.
Look at that. Look at that truck, bro.
A new one.
That's a nice setup, my man.
Hey,
but
I drove that. I drove that motherfucker before Fred did.
Yeah, you did. You are right.
I saw the story on how you got this delivered to you while you were there, right, Fred?
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool as hell.
Eddie was complicit in that.
Yep.
Eddie, did you have the first fart in the truck?
I did. I had to.
Jesus. that ain't even right.
Yeah, that's wrong, Eddie. That's wrong.
No, I didn't. But man, I drove that motherfucker in. I mean, it was just from the hotel to where we were at, but that was a fucking badass truck, man.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Shout out to Mama for putting that out there for you on the Royal.
I know.
I was just going to say shout out Stephen White and Paul Allen. They did a rib shootout on Friday night in Paris, Texas. Donald Keene put some prizes together, but it was second place, got your money back. First place, winner take all. I was blessed to hit first place rib, $1,100 for that one. So
nice.
Paris, Texas paid more than Vegas, apparently. So very nice, very nice.
It was a good event.
Paris is further than Vegas, so
yeah, it felt like it. I guarantee you, it did feel like it. It was not a 4-hour trip. I'll just say that, but I'll go back next year for sure. Okay, we caught up on Vegas. We caught up with Rio Valley Meats. We caught up with Texas Fire and Texas Original Charcoal. Eddy, anything we need to catch up with you on?
Nah, not with me. I haven't been doing shit, so.
There's a big weekend this weekend. Wade Carpenter and his crew are putting together the second two-time winning CBA event of the year in in Uvalde, the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. That's coming up this weekend. We talk about it year-round on this show, but it's happening this week. I know they have 135. I think I saw the number, and they're still adding teams. So
I think they're north of that now.
Yeah, I believe so. Last year we had 177 teams, I believe. So I'm sure it's going to approach that here as the week unfolds. We're sitting at Wednesday, so hopefully you're signed up. If not, time to do it. You will see Fred. You will see Joey. You will see myself. I don't think Eddy is going to be out there, but
no, probably not.
We will be there. I'll be set up right in front of the turn-ins, basically. I saw that Josh Hale, they're right across from us. Cesar Mejia's right there. Armando De Luna, Bobby Delgado. We're going to have a good time out there.
All right, bro. We get it.
It's going to be a good time. I'm just excited, man. I'm just excited. I'm excited to go back out there and support.
I would be there. I would be there.
All right. So let's talk some CBA, Fred. We just closed year number 4. Shout out to Robert Smith, 2-time now Team of the Year. We had the winners on last. He was not only Team of the Year, he was a Rib Team of the Year. He was Brisket Team of the Year. We had Caesar. He was Chicken Team of the Year and Uwe Pork Team of the Year. So shout out to those guys. We had them on last week. We gave them proper acknowledgement last week. But what are you thinking in year 4 now? Both of you guys, Joey, Fred, year 4 in the CBA. We're about to enter year 5. Pretty solid, I feel like, growth from where we started to where we're at right now. 4 years in, I think we're doing a great job.
Man, I think I agree with you. I think everything has been going kind of the direction we want it to go. Obviously, there's always room for growth, right? There's always a lot of room for improvement, and I think we can get there as a team, as a group. I think CBA, man, we have a solid team from North Texas, South Texas, all over the place. Man, outside of Texas now, even
and growing.
Yeah, and growing. So we have a super solid team, man, and everybody does their part and has played a part in what CBA is, right? So, man, I'm excited about 2025. Right now, it's kind of our busy time of the year. Ours kind of on this group and CBAs in general, just trying to put this event together. I know Joey's been doing a lot of work on that. Hyman's been doing a lot of work on that, and so just trying to get all our ducks in the row and to put on the best possible event that we can for you guys coming in January. So, man, I'm really excited about our growth. I haven't gone through the calendar and see how many contests we ended up at. If I had to guess, we'd probably in the 135, 140 range in that neighborhood for the year. But when you made a question or you made a comment earlier about, if we ever thought we would be here 4 or 5 years in, right, and how it would go, man. I think when we first started this deal, it was like, man, if we could get 40 contests a year, that'd be great. Like, that would be freaking awesome, right? Man, we've surpassed way over that in our first year. And now it's become, even in conversations this past weekend in Vegas, it's like, man, when is CBA coming out here? Like, when can we get a contest going over here?
Oh, that's cool.
So I think we've taken a very measured, calculated approach to our growth, and just not wanting to get too big too fast to fail. So we just want to take it one step at a time and grow organically. And man, having people talk about us out there is a good thing. Having people want us to go to their area is a good thing. So hopefully we can make those connections, make those strides in that direction, and grow CBA, man. I'm not going to say it's been easy, because it hasn't. It's been a lot of blood, sweat, tears, and it's sometimes it still feels like we're pulling teeth at times. But I think we're headed in the right direction, man. And sometimes the new toy, the shine wears off. It feels right.
Yeah,
like
for
CBA
sure.
is a new toy, and
absolutely.
And for us, the shine is dulled a little bit. But man, I think it's super bright, and we just need to get after it and do more.
Just need to polish it a little bit.
It's a job that doesn't pay us anything. But man, we do it because we love barbecue. We do it because we love, man, congratulating all these people who won the team of the year, and we're gonna have an awards banquet for them in January, and just seeing the happiness it brings to people, and the organizations that we get to help throughout it, whether it be through the FFAs that put on some contests, or any contest, any promoter. These are all events for some sort of charity organization or what have you. So man, we're just excited, man. We're wanting to grow, and man, that's our next step is, get bigger.
Yeah.
Is keep going and keep providing an excellent product, and excellent customer service to our promoters and our cooks.
Absolutely. So this year we're constantly changing, right? So we have meetings about, what we do. And one of the things we introduced this year was, you didn't have to turn in a straight chicken half this year. We could have, you could add, wings, as long as it's not pulled or shredded, you can add chicken, right? You can do wings, you can do legs, you can do thighs, you can do halves, whatever it may be. I feel like that was a big, kind of a big boost for us to separate ourselves from what a lot of other sanctioning bodies are doing, especially down here in Texas, right? So we can do whatever it may be. Joey, what do you think about that move, and how do you think that's helped CBA? And I feel like it's helped a lot of cooks to be more creative, and kind of showcase their skills.
Well, and I've said this from day one that CBA kind of came out, because we were in a group that was lucky enough to go all over the country to all these different events, and going to the Jag, going to the Royal, going to Memphis, doing all these events that a lot of people in Texas just didn't do. And so we always felt like it was the pathway to be able to get cooks prepared to go and tackle bigger events. These bucket list cooks. We had lots of guys who would be able to go to those events, but a couple categories would just kill them when they go to these bigger events. And on the phone on the way to a cook with several guys who are willing to help you out is awesome, but without being able to do a program that you're used to doing, it makes it difficult. So, and I think that's we're all moving in the same direction. We all do it for the same reason. And I think that, at the end of the day, any of our cooks can cook any contest anywhere in the United States or outside of the United States. And I think they'll have success anywhere they go with the program they run today. As long as they understand their tenderness, that's all that matters.
I think Eddy can speak on this. Eddy's done CBA, KCBS, all of FFA. What do you think about that, Eddy? As a cook, I know you're part of CBA, but as a cook, what does that mean to you to have, a field like Joey said, somewhere you can try this stuff out before going, leaving the state, or some we have some ones in the state, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think it definitely does help out, as far as pork and being able to do different pieces on chicken, because you're not going to go do a half chicken and at the Royal, you know what I mean? So that was, yeah, I like that change, and it definitely does. And I think it is a good starting point for somebody that does want to expand and go and cook KCBS. But man, talking to a bunch of the KCBS guys, it's also, man, they want to come cook CBA. So now it's not. I think CBA kind of went further than what was intended to be as far as that, because
raised the bar.
I mean, I became friends with quite a few KCBS cooks, and they asked the same thing. Hey, when is CBA coming up here, man? We need something new. We need something different. We need a change. So I think CBA is, man, it's heading up. It's heading up for sure.
Absolutely. If you guys have any questions for the board, we're here right now. Not all of us, but some of us are, and Ambassador here. So if you have questions for us, CBA, something you'd like to see, maybe something we're not doing, maybe something that you've had an issue with, or whatever it may be. For Shane LeClaire's in the house, damn Texas, damn Yankee, or damn what's it called? The damn Texas Yankee,
goddamn Yankee, or something like that.
Something like that. But this guy's all over Facebook right now with questions. But he said, Fred, when's the last time someone had a pit inspection mid-cook?
This past Saturday at about, I don't know, I'll tell you right now, at about 9:30 a.m. or so was the last time somebody had a pit inspection mid-cook.
Yeah.
So
I'm not going to say who it was.
So what?
It was him. It was Shane. I'll say it. It was Shane. It was Shane. He was cooking on a Pit Boss vertical smoker, and apparently some of the teams had an issue with that. But no, it is a wood burning pit. So anyway, yeah. So we will. So which is a perfect example. Even though we're kind of poking fun at it, Fred had his phone. Someone called Fred, asked him a question. Hey, is this legal or is this deal? And Fred called the event rep, which was Laura, and had her check it out. And so to me, that is, we're kind of poking fun at it. As cooks, we understand that pit bosses and pellet smokers are part of what we use, and it's an apparatus that we can use at a contest. But the fact that regardless of what it was, somebody had a problem with it, they were able to call the president of CBA while he's in Vegas competing himself, and have that checked out. I think is pretty cool for our organization, Fred.
Yeah, no, absolutely. At the end of the day, guys, I mean, we are wanting to handle ourselves in the fairest way. There's a word that I'm looking for. I can't think of it right now, but we want to hold ourselves accountable to our own rules, and we're going to hold cooks accountable to them, right? Somebody thought it was a warmer that they were using. That was an electric warmer, but it's a pellet cooker. It was a pellet cooker. I saw the pictures. Laura went out there and checked it out, due diligence, right? And man, if somebody else calls and somebody else is willing to say, hey, I think something's going on here, we'll go out and check it. And it's not, it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's even one of our own people. Man, I've been DQ'd before because I was late. Then just because it's me, it doesn't mean that somebody's going to take my box, right? It's the same for everybody. And there was cooks around when that happened, and they thought for sure that they were going to take the box, that these event reps were going to take the box, and they didn't. And I'm glad they didn't, and I wouldn't have wanted them to do it because that just shows transparency. Dustin mentioned it right there, is transparency and accountability. And that's what we stand for, man. That's for our whole existence and our whole being, is try to be competitive and be transparent and bring the best possible, fairest events out there to you guys. So in this case, it happened to be Shane, the cook that was in question. Shane didn't do anything wrong. But somebody raised the question, and we're going to go out there and check it, man. So Shane took it. He messaged me later on in the day and said, you know what, man, it happened. We're good. So it's all good, man. Appreciate you, Shane. Thank you.
All right. Some questions from the Gooder Gang. G. Walt. I don't know if Fred has this off the top of his head. I don't. What's the most contests? That's for him personally. What's the most you've done in a season, Fred?
I think one year I did 48.
Damn, son.
48. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Twisted D, Donnie, Joey, squeeze me a paddle of the briquettes in that van. Joey, how's our briquette status, man? You got to update.
All right. So we have been having some issues on the briquetting. So briquettes are pretty slim right now. And then of course we have this potential rollout that we're dealing with right now. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you got a bag, use them wisely. We will be rolling some. I'll be taking product up to Briscoe this weekend, mainly lump. I do have a little bit of briquette on there. We're still trying to get some briquette out. But like I said, we have had some issues with the actual briquetting in the plant. Now everything's relieved, but like I said, it's just been just trying to get it over here. So unfortunately, it's the wrong time of the year. I just got an order from Canada this morning, and we're going to have to get that figured out to get it out as well. But we should be back rolling again. Like I said, if we can make it past this weekend, hopefully by the time everybody's ready to go again, we should be good to go.
All right. Thank you, Joey, for that update. Mike Bach in the house. Did you ever figure CBA would also be judging a barbecue crawfish festival? Save the date, March 21st, 22nd. All right. That's cool. Where's that?
Some crawfish.
Where's that at, Bach? Where's that going to be? Dakota Dixon. I have a question for Fred. Can he trim my brisket for me? He makes it look way easier than I do. Fred, you've been putting out some good content. I love all the barbecue guys and ladies that are putting out some content out there for the people. Man, it's pretty cool to see. Eddie is a big one. Eddie's been doing some content as well. What's in your hand, Eddie?
Oh,
was that
I was waiting for you to drop me down, and I was going to finish this.
All right,
I was waiting for you to make me small.
Go ahead.
Make me small again.
That's bigger. Ty. I'm not doing that. That's Ty doing that now. All right. What else we got here? Again, guys, if you have any comments, Ty will star them. We're about to hit 100K, Ty. I hope you're watching that. All right. Who else we got? David Dunn. Any way to get more comments on the scoring, or would that take up too much time in the judging room? No, it's Fred can speak on that, but I can speak on that as well. It's not a matter of time. We want everybody to take their time. We don't have a rush. We're not trying to rush these judges. We're not trying to rush the process. We were taking pride earlier that we were, one of the quickest judging deals that could happen. But no, we want people to take their time, scored accordingly, take their time and give each bite, each look, each everything taste their proper due diligence, and they can take as much time as they want.
Yeah, I think we can advise them that cooks like to see comments, but at the end of the day, it's up to them if they want to type in a comment or not. They're not. Our system doesn't force them to type a comment, or if they score you a poor, they have to leave a comment or anything like that. Our system doesn't do that, and there's reason for that. And I've heard a lot of cooks tell me, well, if they leave me a poor, I want them to leave me a comment. Well, that can change scoring. If somebody doesn't want to leave comments after the first one, we make them leave a comment. Then on the next one, they're going to hit poor, and they're going to say, you know what? I don't want to leave a comment. Let me give them a higher score. So at that point, we're skewing scoring just because somebody doesn't want to type something in. So we don't want to do that. So we leave it up to them. Man, I'd love to see more comments personally, but that's the way the system is set up.
What do you think of this comment from Stephen Rosinski?
The idea of it sounds great, but no.
That's down the line.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Eddie.
Mr. President. So have you ever considered or thought about any category going to getting away from the knife and fork? And
man, I know we've talked about it in board meetings, and that's not somewhere the board wants to go with it.
Not even like chicken, maybe.
Going away from knife and fork?
Yeah.
Well, I think if you do it for one, you got to do it for all.
You got to do it for everything.
But, yeah.
I mean, as a cook, right? If I do legs or thighs or wings, man, I've never ate a wing with a knife and fork, and I don't think y'all have either.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of hard to give that cook a true scoring on that wing or on that thigh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I can totally understand that as a cook. On the judging side of CBA, that would require a lot more. So now we're having to give people somewhere to put that piece of meat. Now they've got dirty fingers messing around with an electronic device.
Yeah.
So there's things to consider, right? On the judging side of things, I think as a cook, you're right. I mean, man, I've never eaten a rib with the fork and knife.
Yeah.
Man, I'll grab that rib and bite it off the side, with my hand. But I guess knowing those things about our judging system, maybe cooks would make the adjustments they need to make to make it happen. I mean, so to answer your question, is yes, we've thought about it. Are we going to go there right now or tomorrow? I would say no. But we know down the line, who knows?
I saw a question here from
Boneless wings, Eddie.
Yeah, right.
How do you feel about IBCA CBA contests? What are y'all's thoughts on how it's going to go with turn-in times and everything? Brian, we're going in there. Let me answer it two ways, I guess, as the president of CBA, looking at it on the side of CBA. We're going in there. It's another CBA contest for us, man. We could care less what's going on the other judging tent. We're going to run our show. We're going to do our thing and run it just like any other CBA contest we do. Now, I'll probably be cooking that event. So it's going to be a challenge to whoever's cooking that event to have two simultaneous turn-ins. If you have brisket, you better make sure you have enough brisket or a big enough brisket to turn into two different judging tents and have enough product. Now, as far as turn-in times, I don't know if IBCA is going to run their 1.5 hours or whatever they're running nowadays.
A month and a half.
A month and a half turn-in times. So it's going to be chicken will probably be the same. We did chicken at 12. They do chicken at 12. But then we got ribs at 1. They got ribs at 1:30. And then we got pork at 2. They got nothing. And then we got 3 o'clock brisket. They got 4:30 brisket, or what is it? 3:30? 3:30 brisket. So
Brisket's
if
at
they're
3.
doing an hour and a half turn-in time. So it'll be a challenge, man. It'll be but again, everybody will be on the same boat. So not unless teams decide to team up and, hey, I'll cook CBA, you cook IBCA, or vice versa. I mean, that would be a totally different deal. But it'll be fun. It'll be interesting.
So that's going to be.
I wish the old world food concept would come back. That 1 year that we had, that was Fred's year, by the way. But when they did have the IBCA versus the KCBS type of deal, it was such a good concept. It didn't happen to be that way at the end. We were expecting the best to go against the best. For something to evolve into that and then have like some type of finals, that would be pretty awesome. But I was curious to see how this particular event was going to go once I heard, how they wanted to run it IBCA versus, with CBA.
Little Gringo, good comment. With knife and fork, only the first couple pieces are being sampled. Are we talking about this joint thing? Empowered has a question here. A different one. We'll go back to. I saw a different joint question, but so we have 12. Is both organizations turn in at 12 for chicken? Both organizations turn in 3 p.m. for brisket. So it's that in between time is gonna kind of mess with your timelines or mess with your cook. So Empowered Solutions, thank you very much. We do this show each and every Wednesday, 8 o'clock. It's CBA considering having certified judges similar to KCBS for better consistency and appreciation of effort and execution of the. Oh, what's up, Dream Legacy? I got to meet this guy. Good dude. Fred, I'll let you take that question, sir.
There's a lot to unload in there.
Yeah.
So to answer the first part is no. We are not considering having certified judges. KCBS is able to manage what they do in part because they've been in existence for 30 years. So they've built up certified judges for 30 years. Some have come and some have gone. But you look at a state like what we're sitting in right now in Texas. KCBS has a really, really, really hard time doing any events in Texas. And that is the biggest reason why, because they don't have judges. So they come to a Texas contest and they have, whatever amount of judges they have that are certified, and then the rest are basically judges we're using, off the street judges. So results are skewed regardless, right? Now you have two extremes. You have a KCBS judge that is judging on this level, and then you have a regular off the street judge that is judging on a different level, whether it be lower or higher. It's a different level. So now you have probably a worse of a scoring scenario there. I think right now in our growth, it's really, really easy for us to grow outside of our area because of the way we do taste judges. So we don't need to build a backlog of certified judges to be able to go to Wyoming or to Montana or to New York or wherever. We can just pull them from the crowd or from the local police station or anywhere basically. So there, as far as the consistency, you have guys like Robert Smith and LC and Eddy and Rob. These guys are winning consistently every weekend, from one corner of Texas to the other. So to say that judging is not consistent when results are is kind of a stretch to me. So whether right, wrong, or indifferent, man, I think our scoring system works. I think it works well. Could it be better? Absolutely. Will it get better? I guarantee you it will. But I think we are where we are in the trajectory that we're in with the judges that we use, and I think that will continue.
Yeah. Last Call Heroes, a American Royal Open winner. As a KCBS cook, I can't say that today we have better judging with certified barbecue judges. Might actually be worse. So, yeah, I mean, they're looking for certain criteria. We've discussed this, right? And so as what we're doing, Fred, Eddie, Joey, all of us have experienced. The Gooder Gang has experienced. We can go and cook something really good one week, and the next week with a different pool of judges, regardless if it's CBA or KCBS or CBA. The fact of the matter is, it's just the pool, right? And so we're trying to appease to everybody, and they may love it in some places, and we say we cook the same thing, but week to week it's similar, but it's not always the same, right? And so it matters and it changes, and so I'd rather go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead.
So as a cook, right? Obviously, I mean, not obviously, but as a cook for me, since I started cooking, man, I've always KCBS is my favorite, right, to cook. CBA comes along, and what I try to explain to people that don't cook in Texas, they're like, man, we all just got judges off the street, and we have certified judges, like they know what they're looking for exactly. KCBS, for example, they tell the judge, hey, this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what you're looking for. This is how it can't be too tender, it can't be too tight. Like they tell the judge what to like or what to look for. And the difference in Texas is, man, we got random people coming up to judge, so they don't get told what it needs to smell like or what it needs to taste like. They're gonna judge what they like. So us four sitting here might not like the same thing, and that's where I think Texas exceeds, KCBS, because man, we don't tell judges shit. Man, do you like it or not? Do you like how it smells or not? They're judging based off what they like, and man, I think that's what makes cooking in Texas harder, and that's probably why a lot of KCBS cooks don't come to Texas, because
they're afraid of Eddie.
We ain't got no trained judges.
Afraid of Eddie.
They're afraid of you, Eddie.
Yeah.
But I think that every contest that I've gone to, or I pop in, I don't get to cook a lot of contests anymore, but I get to pop into a lot of contests and I sit through awards and, we, get to experience, whether they're large cooks, small cooks, whatever they are. I see a consistency where, as soon as I pull up, I know who's got the highest probability of walking, but I'm always been very, very happy because I've seen a more rounded group of people who walk at these contests, whether they're newer cooks or, whatever the case may be. And, so I feel, it's not that you don't see shutouts every contest you go. You do see a lot of people who you have unexpected winners every single time. And I think that that's one of the biggest things, for the sport of barbecue is, if you do only have the same guys winning every single time, it makes it difficult for new guys to, to get in and want to come back again and, that type of deal. So it's good to see, like I said, it not a stringent, set of rules to this judging process that could potentially eliminate a lot of people. But I feel like everyone who's ever gone on, I've never left a CBA event where someone was just like, this sucks, it's rigged, it's, whatever, I've never had that. Everyone is so excited when they leave, they're already trying to book their next one.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we do want to talk about the CBA World Championship coming up, but there are a lot of questions coming in, and we can do a whole show on CBA and what we got going on and how we're doing things. And I do want to touch on that. The last thing that I want to touch on is, we mentioned some changes that we had coming on this year. We mentioned the turn-ins, the way you can turn in food and whatnot. But Fred, we also expanded outside of Texas right now. And a lot of people are wondering, where we can find an event, is it coming somewhere out? I can just tell you it's happening. It's already happened this year. We did some events on the East Coast. Fred can speak on that a little bit real quick, but like Last Call Heroes, I want to cook CBA in Texas, but it's 1,000-mile plus drive. We're coming. It's just going to take a little bit. We're still babies in this thing. We're year number 5 right now. But Fred, speak about what we did, where we went, and right after that, we'll do the wrap up recap, the Briscoe Ranch cook-off at the upcoming event segment. We'll give these guys a break, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about CBA World Championship because a lot of people are interested in that. We got a big event coming up here 1 month from tonight.
Yeah, so we this past year, or in July to be exact, we had a contest in Rhode Island. Matt Pereira. Eddy, is our one of our newest ambassadors out on the East Coast, and Matt and Rico. Rico's going to be our one of our event reps out there.
Nice.
So, man, excited to have those guys on the team. They're gung ho. They're wanting to get events on the ground, and they're already doing it. Matt, I know, sent a couple of new requests for sanctioning forms in that we got. I don't know, a month and a half ago. I know we've got a contest coming up in New Hampshire, one in Vermont. Man, I can't remember the rest of them, but there's 4 or 5 of them that are coming up out there on the East Coast for 2025, man. So we're really excited about that. Hopefully, man, we can get some teams out there and man, spread the CBA love, man. You know what I mean? So that's exciting to know that we will be out and have a bigger presence on the East Coast, man. And hopefully, I've had some talks with some people in Florida and a lot of other places. So we need one in Cali. There you go. Yeah. Cherry Anchor met those guys this past weekend over there in Las Vegas, man. They had a good show and they had a couple calls out there. So hats off to them. But man, we'd love to do something in California, and I've talked to actually 2 promoters in California as well. So man, the wheels are turning.
Yep.
Slowly turning, and they'll continue turning, and we'll go full steam ahead.
If there are any promoters listening and watching, and you want to do one in Hawaii, my wife and I will go. We'll go. She can event rep. I may help her. I may cook.
I'll be the
I don't
fucking
know yet,
ambassador
but,
for that one. Come on.
He's the ambassador. The president may show up. But yeah, if you guys are in Hawaii and you want to do in a CBA, that'll be a feather in our cap. And love to go. Love Alaska too. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
We're open to it. So basically, we're open and we're listening and we're wanting to do. We want to expand. We want to again. But Fred mentioned earlier, slow and steady growth is our goal. We don't want to,
steady wins the race.
Yeah, we don't want to extend ourselves too much to where we're not able to do our full support to these, promoters and events and programs out there. So, all right. So, guys, y'all can take a quick break. We're going to come right back and we're going to talk. The next hour will be all about the CBA World Championship. I am going to do the Mount Rushmore, but Fred was on 10 months ago and he put his out there. I don't think it's changed. Has it, Fred?
No, but I was thinking maybe we can do a
you want to do it again?
Man, maybe we can do like a more current.
Okay.
Like within the last 3 or 4
was,
years, maybe.
That was old school. All right.
Yeah,
we'll get a modern, we'll get a current Mount Rushmore for Fred, and I'll go over his old school Mount Rushmore. And then Joey has never done a Mount Rushmore, so we'll get his and barbecue homies. And then we're going to talk all about the CBA World Championships, which is a big thing that we've got, and it's near and dear to all of our hearts tonight. And we're going to talk about that here in just a minute. So you guys go kick the tires, do what you got to do. We're going to do, Ty's going to put up the music. I'm going to pull up the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap. And then we'll do the Briscoe Ranch at the cook-off. All righty. In the Champions Barbecue Alliance, don't leave anybody. We've got plenty of show left in this deal. City of San Juan, Noche de Paz. The grand champion was Mario Palacios from Smokin' Hot Box. The RGC, another Mario Benavides, chilling and grilling. And where I was this past weekend in Paris, Texas, man, we spread San Juan to Paris. I guarantee you it's probably 20 hours. I may be over-exaggerating, but probably not. Paris, Texas barbecue, blow out the grand champion, first-timer, Stephen White from Meat Shots Barbecue. Congratulations on your first grand champion. The RGC was Mr. Eric Arnold from Big E Barbecue. All right, over in the IBCA, we had the 14th annual Jason Pelton's Cooking for Kids. The grand champion was Ron Garcia from Big Ron's Rub. RGC, shout out to Jamie Roby from Flirtin' with Disaster. That's a new team name. And in Conroe, the Barbecue for America, number 6, grand champion. Hello, Tom Clark with JC's Good Old Boys.
RGC, Tom Clark. Congratulations, brother.
RGC Steven Rozicki from Full Belly Smokers. The Mijos second annual barbecue Christmas cook-off grand champion Chad Owens from Hit List. And the RGC Get Up Chucky, Michelle Martinez from Amp Cookers. And we had the Smokin' for Scholars. Grand champion was Cody Crow from Heavy Hog Barbecue. RGC Gerald Johnson, Burning My Money. Over in the Outlaw, they had their big Outlaw Roundup, which was a big deal. Pew, 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 pew. In the Outlaw Barbecue Association, grand champion was Melissa Merrick from Hot Mess Cookers. RGC Brittany Unkirked from Shark Bite Barbecue. And then their overall, I think there was a bounty chase or a bounty hunt. The Outlaw Bounty Hunter winners, the grand champion. How about Cody Alambar from CA Barbecue? And the RGC was AJ George from Okie Folks Barbecue. All right. Lone Star, there was an event. John Reynolds Memorial Cook-Off grand champion with Daniel Rodriguez from Texas Smoke Barbecue. The RGC Adam Luna from Black Label Smoke. And in the KCBS world, the Christmas on the River, the grand champion was Smoke Me Silly. The RGC was Kokomoke Smoke Barbecue. And in Vegas were Fred, Bill, Kevin, and Manuel Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. No, obviously Brad and Tim and a lot of people. Barbecue Jackpot, Grand Champion Getting Basted, Brad Leininger, the RGC Shake and Bake, Tim Shear. I'm sure they've shared the stage together quite a bit. All right, that was the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap. We're going to do the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads upcoming event segment, which we will be at this weekend in Uvalde, Texas. Come see us. Spot A29 Bullhorn Barbecue will be there. All right, coming up this weekend, got the Texas Angels Barbecue Cook-Off in Angleton, Texas. If you're not going there to the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, go to Angleton for the Texas Angels Barbecue Cook-Off. And, of course, we got the big one, the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, Uvalde, Texas. That is a state championship. Next weekend, the only one on the books for the remainder of 2024 that I could see was a Zavala County Holiday Fun at the Barn in Crystal City, Texas. We'll talk about that next weekend. Down south in December this weekend in Beeville, Texas, state championship. And in Pearland, we got the Pearland Area Dads Club Jingle Bell Cook-Off. And that's going to wrap up the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads upcoming event segment. All right, Eddie is not back. Ty is in. Come in here, Ty.
What's up, sir?
How are you doing, man?
Good. Congratulations to Tom Clark of the JC's Good Old Boys. I am I think I'm the reserve dishwasher at this point. Sorry about that, but congratulations to you, brother, and congratulations to Michelle with Ant Mafia. Get up, Chucky.
Is that it? Nobody else?
I mean, yeah, congratulations to everybody, but that's my peeps right there. That's the people that started me out in barbecue right there.
I am totally just messing with you, my man. All right. So we talked a lot about CBA and the changes and what they got coming up. I know you're.
Yeah, I mean, like I was telling you before when we were talking, like I've been down with CBA since day one. I remember when it started. I remember meeting Fred, and I remember just him waxing poetic about barbecue and talking to all you guys. And in 4 or soon to be 5 short years, it's grown into something that people, I think Maine and other countries and way more than just Texas. So just like Eddie said, this has grown way beyond what I thought it was going to be. And to me, like I know KCBS is like the granddaddy, but to me, CBA has got the fun factor for the family. It's got the music. It's got a great scoring system. Not to say that IBCA or anybody else doesn't, but, I feel like I've been a part of this. And so, of course, I want my team to win. So I love hearing y'all wax poetic about it. And, I'm here for 5 more years.
5 more. All right. I signed you for all of $0. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Ty.
yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate that. Okay. Thank you very much. All right, Ty. So let's bring Joey Machado in here, Ty, please.
Yes, sir.
Since he's the only one back that went to kick the tires, and Eddie is not back, whatever. Let's talk about Ty. Let's put some barbecue Mount Rushmore music in. Joey,
Yes,
what we
sir.
do here, right? You know what we do here, right?
Pretty much.
All right. So I know you talk about how you're on the road all the time, and I appreciate the support. I've been with you. You and I are buds now, but I've been with you for quite a while now, and through all the changes, and I'll ride with you till they don't stop changing. And I feel like we're there. I feel like we're almost there. Right?
Yeah, we're almost there.
We're almost there. All right. So Joey, the barbecue Mount Rushmore. These are 4 people that mean a lot to you, that you want to put on your mountain, that maybe have helped you along the way, inspired you, whatever it may be. You have maybe a different perspective than a lot of cooks, although you were a very accomplished, people don't know this, you were a very accomplished barbecue competitor back in the day.
We put our time in. We definitely did.
Yes, you did. All right.
And everything, as far as it cooked a lot of IBCA, cooked some KCBS, cooked a lot of SCA, and had fun, had a lot of fun. And like I said, it's what got me to where I am today. But, the path that I took brought me into, I don't know, I guess I just had such a different perspective on it because of the business side that I was involved with and all the people that I got to interact with early. One of those guys that a lot of people don't, a lot of our people don't even know is, there was a guy whose name was Paul Shoddy, who he was actually one of the main reasons that people know Head Country barbecue sauce so well. And for us, like I said, a lot of people just didn't know his history. He was OG, barbecue. He was the one out there representing, kind of our area, more Oklahoma, but, kind of representing our guys. And so he's definitely one of the guys that brings a lot to me. I spent a lot of time with, Kaz from early in the day. And, Kaz is one of those guys that, I've seen him grow from, a smaller guy into who he is today. Kaz is always going to be one of those guys. Tim Shear, of course, tallest man in barbecue. He's been one of those guys for me, who's, like I said, I've learned so much, and from where he's come from to where he is today. That's been a big old path. And I got to tell you, the other one is probably sitting here on this screen is Fred Robles. To me, I think that he's one of the guys that he's the OG, especially for the Hispanic community. For me, I feel like he's one of the guys.
Thank you, Joey.
That's a great list. Yeah. Paul Shoddy. Rest in peace for Paul Shoddy. Darren Cosmo. Tim Shear. And Fred Robles. Don't reveal your barbecue homie. We'll come back to you in just a moment. We'll go to Fred. I'll bring Eddie in here real quick. We're going to bring Fred over. Fred was on the show 10 months ago, and he did his old school Mount Rushmore. And I'm gonna Arnie Segovia was on your list there. Cruz Tierna was there. Whatever. Jamie Gear and JD Henley were the four I think you mentioned. Talk about JD Henley. That guy's, is he gonna be at Briscoe this year? I hope so. I don't know if he will or not. But let's Fred, you've been in this game for quite a while. That you said that was people you kind of idolized, grew up with in the game.
I'm pretty sure my old list contained Ernest in there somewhere.
Oh,
yeah. Maybe not Jamie. I probably talked about Jamie because he's one of the OGs, building the Jambos or the pits or whatever. But
you're probably right. Ernest.
But yeah, I think kind of thinking about after I started getting out a little more. And speaking of Ernest, he's probably one of the reasons I, got outside of Texas, and a lot of the sponsorships I had and a lot of the opportunities I had were because of Ernest opening doors for me. So I'll always be grateful to that guy. But kind of once I started exploring the KCBS world, there's guys out there who I really respect, and some of those guys are still kicking butt, man. One of them won this weekend, which is Brad. Getting basted. What that guy has done in barbecue, and it is pretty amazing, man. I don't know how many team of the years he has now, maybe 3, 4, I don't know. Multiple world championships, and he's just one of those guys who will fly in and cook out of an Impala and freaking beat you. He did it.
Sounds funny, but it's true.
Yeah, man, it's for real. I mean, he'll bring it every time he comes, and it's one of those guys who's accomplished so much. And I was telling Bill Purvis the other day, I'm gonna call that guy, and I have a good relationship with Brad, and just ask him, like, man, what keeps you motivated, man? Because I feel like I need something right now, like, to keep me motivated, right? So I need to make that phone call to Brad. Brad, if you're listening, I need to talk.
Tim keeps him motivated.
Yeah, probably. I think they keep each other motivated. They want to beat each other so bad. The other guy is Tim. Tim's done a lot for barbecue through Blues Hog, through Gateway. But not only that, man, I was very fortunate to be able to teach a class with Tim. I don't know if you guys remember that trailer Trailer Cook-Off, the one in
outside of Houston. Yeah.
Wharton?
Outside of Houston and Wharton.
Wharton? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the
trailer place.
The trailer place cook-off, yeah. We actually did the class at the trailer place. And I've gotten to know Tim through some of the sponsorship opportunities we had together. I've cooked with that guy at Gas Monkey Garage. Me, him, and Ernest cooked for what's his name, Richard Rollins. At Gas Monkey Garage in Dallas for him and for Kirk Herbstreit and for what's that big Sunday night football guy?
Al Michaels.
The other one.
John Madden.
No.
Chris Collinsworth.
Chris Collinsworth.
You cook for that guy?
Yeah. Well, we were at an event where we cooked and we cooked a bunch of ribs for all those guys and a bunch of other people too. But it was pretty cool. But yeah, I've gotten to know Tim through opportunities like that, and man, I say, and even this weekend, seeing one of the videos that's out there right now on his brisket is, man, that guy is is a train wreck, man. He's a train wreck when he's cooking, but the guy has an amazing palate that he can put it together at the end and he wins. So hats off to that guy. I think he's done a lot for barbecue and has the trophies
to prove
it. Another one I think is right up there with those guys is Joe Pierce, man. Slaps. And here I'm going kind of more KCBS guys. So you guys have my original list. This is more of on a national stage, I guess. Joe, man, Joe's done a lot of winning. He's one of those guys who's very consistent, super good dude, great golfer, good friend, tears it up in the competition world, and has a very, very successful barbecue restaurant in Kansas City. So Joe is one of those guys, Slaps Barbecue, has his own product line as well, rubs and sauces. So successful in what he does, man. Just an all-around good dude. Man, and I don't even know who to put in my fourth. There's so many guys. Darren, probably. He's an OG.
Goat.
The GOAT. So, man, when it's all said and done, you're going to put Darren up there, and you're going to put Brad up there, and you're going to put some of these other guys up there, right? As some of the greatest to ever do it. And I'm sure there's been a lot that I didn't know that have done maybe more than they have. But, man, these guys are out there still grinding and still winning championships. I had Darren give me a one drum challenge freaking class on the spot on Saturday over there. So how to cook a whole contest on a drum, which is pretty cool. And he's done it and he's won with it. So one drum challenge.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I got the list. Brad Leininger getting basted. Tim Shear. Obviously Blues Hogs, Shake and Bake. Joe Pierce, Slaps, and Darren Worth, Iowa Smoky D.
Yeah, so we'll call that my KCBS Mount Rushmore.
Oh, man, that's a pretty solid Mount Rushmore of teams. All right, Joey, barbecue homie, man. Who's your barbecue homie? Someone you want to set up next to? Somebody you call a lot? Somebody that's you talk to on the road, whatever it may be.
I got a bunch of them.
We got to pick one.
Man, you're going to get me in trouble.
Yep. And it can't be your wife. She's obviously your barbecue homette, but who's your barbecue homie?
So I'm gonna put it this way. There's a lot of guys that I've got, and y'all already know all my guys. And any of those guys, any day of the week, one phone call away, I'd always go. But I've got one guy who has come in pretty tight with me over these last couple of years. And he has been, not somebody that I just want to park next to, but somebody that I want to cook with all the time. And it's not even in the competition world, but that's Tung Nguyen. So y'all know Tung. He's my boy. And like I said, he's the one. If I got something or he's got something, we either one of us is going to go.
Man, maybe one of these days I'll get an invite from Tung Nguyen to go cook hogs for a cause, man.
Joey better drop my name.
There,
I'm gonna open the invite right now. You know you got that invite. Come on and cook.
Bro, we're going. Let's go, Fred. We're going hogs for the cogs.
Let's go.
It's
always open. So this year's different because we're just cooking comp only. We're partnering with a friend of ours. So they're going to do the party. We're going to do the comp only cooking, and it's going to be, like I said, it'll be fun. But like I said, we've had some success there. Manual, the whole group's going. But like I said,
Yeah,
we're always
Manuel going to cry in the car.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. So like I said, we'd love to see y'all, and anybody who hasn't ever gone. I mean, you talk about a bucket list event. Hogs is just it ain't. It's not like any other contest, but
Hernandez gonna pull your logo off his smoker, bro.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's coming too. They're all coming. Everyone's coming.
I'm just kidding.
They're no, like I said, we've been lucky enough. Like I said, we've had a really good group, and like I said, and it's everyone's.
I could have sworn your barbecue homie was gonna be
Manuel.
No,
you. I would have said Manuel.
Not even me.
Who's that?
Mark Suarez, bro.
Man, he's my homie, but Marky.
Did I just hear Michelle in the background?
Oh yeah, she's laughing. She's laughing. Mark actually wanted to go. He wanted to go cook this weekend with me, I need to call him back. And
I hear Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Oh, yeah. She's like, I'm not going. She's going. But
I didn't even know she was there until 5 seconds ago. All right. Fred Robles, who's your barbecue homie, my man? You know what that is? My bad, Ty. You know what that means? Somebody you want to hook up with? Somebody not hook up with. Somebody you want to set up.
I think that's Yachty. I think it's Yachty.
Is there a new meeting? Is there a new meeting, bro? What the hell?
Exactly.
That's set up next to
2025 rules for barbecue homie or what?
Barbecue homie Diddy edition.
Where is this show headed?
Face of his city, whatever it may be.
Man, the guys I cook next to, when they cook, they hardly ever cook nowadays, and I'll be parked next to them this weekend is Killer V's. Those guys, some of my best friends, Hector and Roel, they're brothers, and I parked next to those guys. Anytime they cook or anytime we cook, we'll park next to each other. So yeah, I think that's what I had said last time too.
That is exactly what you said last time.
Man, but there's a other guys. Roddy's one of them. Bill Purvis is another that I set up next to quite a bit.
But do you get the hookup on fireworks though? That's what I want to know.
Man, I don't. But I was working on them today for our event. I was working on them today, so I'll work on them this weekend.
All right, guys. We still got. Sorry for rate my boxes, Eddie. Sorry, we're not going to get to it tonight. We still have to talk about the CBA World Championship. So the rest of the show is going to be about the CBA World Championships coming up January 10th and 11th in Seguin, Texas. It is our biggest event. $50K is going to be granted towards the cook-off. Joey, why don't you take the lead on this? Talk about all we have in CBA coming up for the CBA World Championships, please.
So basically, we've had a really good turnout. We've had a good response with everybody coming to Seguin. It's my hometown. Love having it there. The other good thing is, of course, we have Ernest there in town. So, that's everybody's Sunday pilgrimage. So last year we did some stuff to where we had the contest on the grounds, and then we went off the grounds to go have the banquet. And I felt like we lost, we could have had a lot more people. And so this year, everything stays on grounds this year. So we're taking over like the whole property this year. So the ones who came last year who cooked in the back parking lot, we're not cooking there this year. So we've got everything from the rodeo arena up to the very, very front of the Coliseum. So what we've done is we've doubled the spot sizes, that if anyone who parked there year before last their spots were a little bit, weren't big enough. But now this year, spots are double sized. We've got the whole property there. So like I said, everyone will have plenty and ample room. I think we figured out a great, scenario for our turn-ins and everything else. Everything will go into the Coliseum this year. We're going to have a designated turn-in. When you come to get check in at the spot, we're going to kind of go put you in a spot. We're going to actually have a check-in. So, like I said, we want to control that a little bit more. Also, we will have on Friday, on that Friday evening, we will have the pitmaster, the reception. So we'll do the live fire deal like we've done over the last few years. We haven't made a lot of announcements about that because we're still finalizing some stuff, but we are going to have it, and it's going to be bigger and better than what it was last year. And it'll be right there outside of the Coliseum. So it'll be right there where there's a little pavilion right there. We'll do all that there. We'll also have international teams attending this year again, and they'll be all right there in that area. But like I said, I think that this year, I think everyone's going to be very happy with the spots. And, we're going to have plenty of restrooms available and, all that kind of good stuff. One of the biggest deals for us right now is we are bringing in, for example, Dustin Stanley is going to be there this year. He's bringing in his store. So he will be there on site this year. By the way, Fred, he's coming. No, we had already kind of discussed, trying to bring somebody in, to be kind of like an official little store, on site. And Dustin's the one who's willing to come down and come set up. So we're going to, kind of have that. We've got a couple of brands that will be there as well. We'll make those announcements here pretty soon. Our whole goal for this is to make it great for the cooks, but also bring in some stuff for general public for Saturday to A, get more judges there, and B, to be able to have, just be able to have people appreciate what we're going to do, and I think that at this point right now, we should have everything there on site. We'll have the awards for the cook-off on Saturday there. We will have our banquet there on site in the Coliseum. So everyone who, there's not a reason why anybody can't attend this year because we've got plenty of room. There's been some changes on the bar situation there that's to our advantage this year. And they've done a whole new sound system, PowerPoint system, the whole deal. Rob's going to jump in there and kind of look at
MC,
all that
baby.
stuff.
The MC.
He's going to be the MC for the event. And like I said, we just want it to be fun, just like every cook-off is. And we want to give everyone the accolades they deserve. And we want to crown some new champs this year.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the actual cook-off, right? So we got 50K, right?
Yep.
50K is going to be awarded out there. At this point, we have, I was talking to Jaime, I think 70 plus teams. We're still a month out. So, which is tracking really great. We all know how, a lot of competition teams wait till the last minute, but knowing that we already have 70 plus at the moment, Eddy's one of them. I'm one of them as well. Which is pretty strong. So last year, I think we had 115. If we're at 70 right now, I think we're going to bust that number for sure. Fred, anything that Joey failed to mention about the cook-off itself? I know we're in a better venue, not same venue, but better area of the venue, right?
Yeah. So I think our turn-in situation is going to be better. If any of you guys attended the first year, it'll be similar to the first year, turn-in wise, but now we just have more room to expand and give you guys bigger spots or what have you. But I'm going to take this opportunity right now since we've got, 80,000 people watching.
Yes, sir.
To ask for the opportunity for this fella, Real Valley Meat Barbecue, to cook our contest.
Are you asking if we okay you to cook? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah,
absolutely. Who doesn't want to beat Fred Robles in a contest? Cook, Fred. Please cook.
No, I'd love to, man, and maybe one of these years I will. But it won't be this year.
Gooder gang, you're commenting. We got 85,000 right now watching. Put a thumbs up or a yes, a Y if you would like Fred to cook that. This is a big, and I know Fred, he's not going to come out and say it. And he kind of just did right now, but that was hard for him to do. I would love you to cook this event, Fred. You put your heart and soul into this deal. We all know about CBA. We are all on the up and up, transparent. Nothing goes without being true and fair. We would love for you to cook this event. Eddie, I know you're not going to be there, but man, what do you think about that? Oh, you're going to be there. I'm sorry.
I'm going to be there.
You okay with Fred cooking?
I'm not going to be at Briscoe, but I'll be there.
I was about to jump on Eddie for not being there.
You're trying to get me fired, bro? What the hell?
G-Walt said 7.
Man, I don't see why Fred shouldn't cook. I mean, I didn't know that he didn't cook, and I just thought he wasn't walking.
For those that don't know, if you look,
it'd probably be the same way if I cooked. I probably wouldn't walk in.
No. Oh, the barbecue store. He'll pay your entry, Fred.
Oh, there you go. Free entry.
Fred, please cook. Please cook. It's long overdue.
Man, and like I said, I think maybe not this year, but maybe the following year I will. There's a lot. There's a lot for me to do, man. There's a lot going on that weekend. I don't want to leave Hyman, Joey, and the rest of our group to handle it all on their own. So I will pass, but it will.
Well, Joey, what do you think, Joey?
Joey's muted.
Joey's muted.
He muted me. So it's not my decision. It's the there it is. Now I'm on. Not my decision. Hyman's the one that wanted to he's the one that makes that decision. He's our true promoter on this event. So like I said, that's something they got to work out. Although I do want to say that this year, because it's not going to be inconvenient at all, but we do have more room. But what we're going to try to do is get everybody in there Saturday morning, getting close to 10 o'clock in the morning. We want to shut traffic down. So we want to shut traffic down until last turn-in's done. So we would encourage if you have a golf cart or whatever, you can bring them, to help get around and stuff like that. But as far as your trucks and cars and stuff like that, we're going to try to have no traffic in there while turn-ins are going on. And but like I said, there's plenty of parking all outside the area and stuff like that. But like I said, I do want to just put that note in there. We've looked at getting rental golf carts, and it's very difficult in our area to do it. Although they're redoing our whole golf course, and so they're not using any of them. They're not going to use our golf course for like 2 years. So I have a call out to see if we could potentially get some, but we don't know for sure.
Pfeiffer said he wants to cook too. Pfeiffer, we'll get somebody else to hold the clock, bro. You can cook. You can cook. We'll call out 1 minute, 2 minutes, whatever. You can cook, my man. I'm just fucking. He knows I love him. He knows clock holder.
Jeez,
my hands are tied. I didn't type that. But yeah, absolutely, Joey. I'm sorry, I had to go kick the tires. But did you mention any Friday night entertainment? Are we doing?
So we will do the live fire night on Friday night. So we'll probably kick that off. About 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, 6 o'clock ish. We'll be going. I'll have a crew there going all day early. And like I said, and then, as people come and congregate, we're trying to encourage people to stay on site and, and to hang out, do stuff like that.
Are we doing a potluck like last year?
I kind of would like to, because it turned out well the first year that we did it at that location.
Man, I know.
Last year was a little difficult because of the way that we did it over, at the other deal. But I think that we do want to encourage a potluck this year.
Yeah, I think a potluck would be cool. I know Uwe took some pozole that was really good. Micho and those guys took some sliders that were really good. The Korean team cooked some short rib, or I don't know what it was, man. That stuff was really good.
It's going to be mandatory for these international teams. They're going to have to cook something.
Man, they got to cook something.
They got to
buy them some proteins or something. We'll throw something on there.
Is there going to be a dance after the banquet?
Yes, sir. All for you, Papa.
Break dance contest.
Break dance.
Underneath the bleachers.
We're thinking about karaoke for Rob.
Fuck yeah, I'll do it. Let's go.
Hey, with the sliders.
Not only me, there's a lot of good barbecue singers
I know.
in the house. Who
Maybe
was
we'll
it?
incorporate
Stephen
that
Pfeiffer.
Friday.
Stephen Pfeiffer, Kids Q Friday night. Yes, we will have a big announcement for Kids Q next weekend with the kids show on the holiday kids show. We want to. All right, I'm flying in and cooking. Let's fucking go skirt steak bows. Yeah. All right,
come on.
Let's go tongue. All right,
and we're looking.
Power.
I guess the last thing that I want to interject here, and then Fred can look at me mean if he doesn't want me to say anything or not. But as of right now, we are talking about having a turkey smoke event at this event. They're finalizing everything with turkey smoke right now. It's a brand new program rolling out and everything else. So we will have that information midweek and we'll make an announcement. But right now, pretty confident that we're going to have one.
Somebody knows about Eddie and Taylor Swift right there.
Oh shoot!
Eddie and Josh. I saw I saw the whole Eras tour one time at a cook-off between Eddie and Josh Hale with Sure Shot. All right.
That's probably why I didn't walk.
Joey, what about power?
So there is some power. As of right now, we have some spots that do have power. And then there are going to be plenty of opportunities. People bring quiet generators. So
are there still power spots available?
Yes, there are.
That would be a high question, but
yeah,
guys, just keep in mind most of these power spots are all going to be back end spots.
Correct.
And by that I mean that they're really, really narrow. Basically, they're made for like horse trailers, right? So if you're gonna have a power spot, you either have to cook behind your spot or in front of your spot because you're not gonna be able to set up pits on the sides.
All right, so cook out of your trailer, basically.
So you need a porch trailer.
Porch trailer.
Yeah,
pretty much.
If like I said, as I don't know where all the registrations are going right now, and I don't know, what's being promised where or whatever. But like I said, we do have some power spots. There are some 110 spots that will be available as well. They put in some new 110 powers in in some of the areas. But that's it. It's only 110. So, I don't think anybody's going to have to blow, their ACs. But like I said, it may be enough for some people.
Is turning going to be in San Marcos like last year, or is it going to be in Seguin?
It will be in the Guadalupe County. So, but it's going to
nice walk.
It's going to be relatively closer than it was last year. But like I said, again, it's going to be for the furthest guy. It's still going to be probably half the walk is what it was last year. And but like I said, if you got a golf cart, bring it. Like I said, if y'all can use them responsibly, you're invited to bring them.
All right. What else is how about awards, Fred? Not for the banquet, but for the contest. What do we got going on?
Awards, we'll probably have them there in that little plaza. That I don't know what you call it, Julie.
Right by the pavilion, right in front of the
Coliseum. Right by the pavilion outside. If need be and weather's not good, we've got that whole dance. What do they call it? The dance barn, dance slab, which is a covered, really big metal building, basically. That's covered. They got a bunch of tables and stuff in there. So if need be, we'll do it in there. If not, we'll probably do it there outside, kind of like the way we had it the first year.
But as of right now, all judging will be inside the Coliseum. So all turn-ins will go to the Coliseum.
All right.
Who's catering dinner?
Okay. Okay. We'll get to that. We'll get I have one last question about the actual contest.
Go ahead.
What are the trophies for the awards?
For the awards,
yes,
so we've looked at the stuff that we're kind of known for, which is the license plates, right? And that is the plan. but we might surprise you guys with something else. So we'll see.
Ooh, okay. All right. There's a tease. There's a tease. All right. And lastly, for the awards ceremony, the banquet, we're going to be highlighting our top 10 overall cookers in each category: chicken, ribs, pork, and brisket. And then the overall team of the year, shout out to Robert Smith with First Class Barbecue. But I do want to show the buckles. Ty, can you show the buckles for the there we go, right there. Sponsored by Texas Oil Dust. Look at those things. Those are gorgeous, by the way. I'm not getting one this year, but I will be announcing who gets one this year. We got team of the year, second place, third place right there. But those are gorgeous buckles, and they have not changed since 2021 when we first started. So this will never change. If you get one of these are prestigious. These are what you want. These are if you're chasing points, this is your goal. Fred, talk about the buckles, man.
Yeah, I think the only thing that changes on these buckles, or the only thing we've changed on them, is the color of the little gems on there.
Yes.
I think we had blue and green and the Sears red. I don't know that there's any rhyme or reason to the colors. Maybe the Chinese calendar we're following. I don't know. But yeah, the buckles are cool, man. Anytime you get a buckle in any contest, especially one for a team of the year award or trophy, man, they're cool. They're always awesome. But big thanks to Aaron on the buckles, man. Texas Oil Dust put in for those buckles. So thank you, Aaron.
All right. We got about 10 more minutes left in the show. Eddie, anything to add before we get out of here,
Well,
my man?
before Eddie goes in there, on that note, on Aaron helping us out, man, if there's anybody out there listening or watching that man has products or has anything, we are looking for product for like goodie bags. If there's anybody who wants to, man, we're probably going to have around 130 to 150 teams out there, I would imagine. I don't know, might be less, might be more.
Oh, I think we're gonna have more than that.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to put anything in those goodie bags, we'd be more than happy to take it and drop it in there for you guys. If anybody wants to help us sponsor the event, then we'd put you on more stuff, banners, publications, websites, all that good stuff. So hit us up, call Joey, call me. Hit us up on Facebook, or Rob, or anybody on the board would be able to help you out and point you in the right direction. So let us know. We'd be more than happy to.
If you have questions about the event, please put them in the comments. We have a few more minutes to do that as well. Eddie, what you thinking, man?
I was just thinking about the catering for.
I think Eddie's hungry.
Oh yeah. We got.
See if I should eat before, or if I should hold my appetite.
You should hold your appetite.
You should hold your appetite for sure.
Is it a secret?
It's almost as good as Fred cooking.
Yeah,
Man,
it's not a secret. It's just not finalized yet. It's gonna be. We already know it's gonna be burnt bean barbecue, right?
Oh, okay. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, we just don't know what it is yet.
I don't care what it is.
Exactly. It will be. Catered by Burnt Bean Barbecue. Last year we had they provided some gorgeous pork chops. They were cooked to perfection. Mashed potatoes. It was so good.
I'm down for another pork chop.
Prime rib the year before.
So I was sent as a board member. I was sent an option of one or two, and I said immediately, I'm down for the pork chop again. It was so good. It was so good. Ernest Cervantes and his crew over at Burnt Bean Barbecue. Obviously, we all know about Ernest and the way he cooks, but his team provides some great quality product. And the pork chop last year was, I still think about that. So I immediately said pork chop again.
Yeah. 100%.
And so the award ceremony is going to be a lot of fun. I will be emceeing the event. I'm excited to do that. We're going to be highlighting the top 10 in each category, of course, in the overall as well. Buckles will be provided. Money will be, awarded to the teams that have done well. And I'm excited to do that. And that will be, Joey, where will that be exactly?
So that will be in the Coliseum. So, like I said, we will have we've got the whole Coliseum this year, and like I said, they've got a whole new video audio deal there. So you ought to be able to put some magic together in there, and it ought to work very, very well this year.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, I think Ty has something to come in here, and
yeah, I mean, I want to say that, you know, as much as we see all the sponsors and all the people that are involved in this, if you're watching the show, if the Gooder Gang or if the So Smoking Gooder Show has helped the Gooder Gang 1 iota, please look at all our social media, look at the YouTube, like, subscribe, follow, and share. Share the Facebook. Let us get more likes. That way we can get the message out there about, you know, 1, CBA, 2, about Texas barbecue culture, and then get all this news out to the nation. So be sure, if you've not liked, if you've not subscribed, if you've not shared, share all the social media. Gooder Gang, So Smoking Gooder Show. Appreciate you.
Appreciate that, Ty. And if you're watching right now on YouTube, hit that like button, man. Hit that thumbs up. We appreciate that, man.
Eddie's
all
thirsty
right.
tonight.
He is thirsty tonight. Oh, you talking about Eddie, my boy? That's my
like,
boy.
He's already polishing off the second one, dude.
That is my boy. All right, Gooder Gang. Well, it's been an amazing show tonight. We talked about, Fred Robles and Rio Valley Meats and what's going on new with him. Joey Machado. We broke some news with Joey Machado and his family and what's going on with Texas Original. There it is right there, Texas Fire. Coming out right now. I will see both of you guys in Briscoe at the Briscoe Ranch. Uvalde.
Not Eddie.
Not Eddie. At the in Uvalde at the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. Anything that we failed to mention before we get out of here, Fred or Joey?
No, there will be a kids' coup event at the Cook-Off, which I know you're going to talk about next week.
Yeah, we're going to talk about next week.
But just be on the lookout for, if you haven't registered, register. And then we're gonna open up registration for the banquet, selling banquet tickets as well. So
last thing I forgot to mention, merch. We got a merch site coming, right?
We do. Yes. That is coming up very, very soon. Just getting some, business matters finalized, but we actually have a site already. And man, hopefully we can make it public here for everybody. Get some cool stuff too, man. So be on the lookout for that. But we'll put it out there once we're ready to go.
One thing for the banquet, we stress to everyone that, if you want to go to the banquet and it's going to be well worth going to the banquet.
Absolutely.
Please let us know early. The previous year we had it in the Coliseum. We did have a lot of people who wanted to come at the very end, and it's difficult because of the food situations. It's difficult to get everybody in there if we don't have enough food for everybody. So
question there, Joey. Question.
Yeah. That's going to have to be a Fred answer.
And I think they're going to be. I think we did 35 last year. I think that's what they're going to be this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. And
whatever
and
like last year, it'll be the same.
Yeah, and like I said, we've got there's a whole different situation with the bar situation that we're trying to figure out right now, because we do have people who want to donate products for us, and we're trying to figure out how we can make that work in this scenario. Worst case scenario is we're going to bring in a mobile bar, so there will be bar drinks that you can purchase there. The only problem that we may have is we may not be able to bring in bottles. We'll figure it out. But we'll have that answer here shortly.
All right. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, Fred Robles. Thank you, Mr. Joey Machado. That $35 is subject to change because that might be too cheap from what I saw, what the pork chop costs, Fred. So that'll be coming out real soon. You'll get that with that ticket. You'll get to enter and be a part of this deal, and you'll get fed by the burnt
You get to cheer for Josh. Hell.
And you get to cheer for Josh. All right, so I figured out who the audio was coming from. All right, well, thank you very much, Fred Robles. You are an amazing president for the CBA. Thank you for what you're doing for us.
Thank you, guys. Man.
Yeah, absolutely, Joey. You and Jaime are spearheading this event. Coming up next month, it's going to be a feather in our cap for CBA, and I'm excited to be a part of that as the MC. And I can't wait to share and be a part of the deal. And
And I would also like to encourage anybody coming to the finals to buy good trash bags. So,
yeah. Man, we might need to buy them ourselves and give them out.
Don't skimp on trash bags, guys. So,
what are you talking about?
Because we also go out there and clean that property. And like I said, when people buy the dollar store trash bags, suck. So
let's just encourage them to go put it in the dumpster.
Home Depot heavy duty.
That's
put it in the dumpster,
it may behoove us to go and buy some contractor bags.
All right. Well, available for teams. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Joey. I'll see you guys this weekend in Uvalde.
We'll see y'all.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
They were
Later,
Joey Machado, Fred Robles, Eddie. Let's get out of here, my man.
Let's do it.
I know you didn't. I know you weren't happy we didn't do the. You know what it was? The rate my box. What is that, man?
Great.
That was a big pour there, my bro. Don Julio. All right. Well, thank you, Gooder Gang. You guys came in. You guys and gals came in pretty strong. We had 107, maybe 108. Ty, get in here. What'd you see?
108 until you announced no rate my box.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Well,
pretty much. We had the highest was 108.
There it was right there. Well, thank you to Gooder Gang. Thank you very much to producer Ty. Thank you to my co-host Eddie, who brings it all the time. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother? All right, so next week we are going to have a special holiday edition. First time ever. It's going to be a kids holiday edition. I'm expecting this to go off the rails, but it will be fun in the holiday spirit. This will be our last show of the year because 25th is Christmas Day. Obviously, the 1st is New Year's Day, so we probably will not have a show either of those days. But shout out to Mr. Fred Robles, the president of CBA and Rio Valley Meats right there. Mr. Joey Machado, director of development and owner of Texas Original Charcoal and Texas Fire. Shout out to my producer, Mr. Ty Cobb, and our co-host of the evening, Mr. Eddie Morales with the Pitfather Barbecue. My name is Robert Rocha. We'll see you next week. Ty, put case on and let's close this out, my man.
Good night to all of you wonderful people in Barbecue Nation, YouTube, California.